use the currency to consolidate the supply chains. And they're working on 5 supply chains. Beer, vegetables, bread, wood, and wine. And I'll be quickly going through the beer supply chain, because I think it's very interesting. There's, especially for Czech people, right? Yeah. There's an incredible creativity and evolution of craft beer, I think all over Europe, but in certain places even more. And this is locally produced. And most of the ingredients can be produced locally in many countries, but many times they're not connected. So you have from the farmers to the malt plants to who produces the hops and the argument, the breweries, the distributors, the bars, restaurants, etc. that then use it, and the stores that sell it. But you also have mushroom houses, for instance, that produce mushroom based on the residue of the production from the crops. So you have a circular form of economy. You have the restaurants or bars that can give back the bottles, and the enterprise that can reuse them, clean them and send them back, etc. So this can be organized with the lemon. What happens though, and this is a bit what was explained before, is that if this is not well organized, you will have a chain where there's some pockets or accumulation at the end. And usually it's the last one in the supply chain. The farmer ends up with a lot of accumulated currency and doesn't know how to spend it. So that blocks the system, because the whole idea here is that this money is circulating, it doesn't have to be accumulated. So how do you change this? To change this, you have to introduce the possibility of paying employees partly with the currency and giving them the possibility of spending it in a large circuit where they can get most of what they need. If that doesn't exist, the whole system collapses. So that's what they've been working on, and it's getting better and better. It's only a few years, so it's still a bit experimental, but they're using these 4 or 5 supply chains to test the system. And that was the presentation. I just have an announcement, but I don't know if I can do this later, of an event the process event that we're working on to connect these kinds of initiatives in different territories, so that you can learn by directly those who are doing it with not just a conference, but you have to have like a workshop session, etc. And the idea is to have many of these happening throughout the time, and then organizing a sort of summit of alternative economies, which we're calling transformative economies, so that everybody feels included. It's not just social solidarity economy. There's a lot of the commons. There's the feminist economy. There's the different forms of agroecology, and etc. And I'll just finish this really quickly. The first meeting took place in April in Barcelona as a preparatory event, and from there we gathered around 350 people from 50 countries and many different networks. And we would like to increase this so that it's not just it's started by us, like the solidarity economy, but the idea is to really include many different forms of cooperative movement, to the growth movement, the transition towns, the renewable energy collectives. All of these have different networks but they don't talk to each other. So we have to get them to exchange and see what we have in common, and from what we have in common, how we can work together on those specific issues. That's pretty much this. And yeah, for now we've been working on 4 tracks. Public policies. How can we work together to change the laws, the regulations, so that they're consistent and helpful in every country. Look at what is working where it's working and transfer or help transfer it in other places. Education, training, and research. We were saying before. Funding, systemic change. How can we fund this? Use solidarity finances and not depend on the market or on public funding alone. And changing and mainstreaming a different narrative and imagination of what the economy should be. This is probably the most difficult part, but I'm sure we can do it. Thanks.